How close do you feel to God? Most of us sense that there's more to a relationship with God than what we currently are experiencing. But how do we develop a more intimate bond with Him? As a devoted follower of Jesus, I've learned some secrets to staying consistently fresh in my relationship with God. This deepening friendship begins with what I call an awakening. After an awakening, life is never the same. A relationship with God is the most fulfilling thing a person can experience. Yet I've observed that while the vast majority of believers start out with a lot of passion and zeal in their relationship with God, over time, that enthusiasm subsides. On a day-to-day basis, their relationship with God eventually becomes passive. There are occasional outbursts of excitement, but even that excitement is short-lived. Their walk with God seems to have a few highs, some lows, and a whole lot of mundane in-betweens. Why is that? Does it strike you, as it has me, that there's something terribly wrong with that picture? Jesus said, "I have come that they may have life, and that they may have it more abundantly." John 10:10. Aren't we vaguely unsettled with the idea that somehow a daily relationship with God, the God of the universe, can end up with the flavor of stale bread? The Bible is clear that our passion and spiritual fervor should be constant. Romans 12:11 NIV. So why have so many Christians accepted a faith experience that is so far below what God intended for them? I believe that we have an innate sense that serving and worshiping an infinitely powerful God should be anything but mundane. However, many people appear to think that dynamic interactions with God occur only at random times, or for some unknown reason, are just not happening right now. And they certainly don't expect such encounters on a consistent basis. These believers find themselves at a loss as to how to recover the freshness and excitement they once felt, and end up walking through life unaware that a passionate, thriving relationship with God should be the norm, not the exception, for every follower of Christ. Does any of this sound familiar to you? Maybe at one time you were excited about God and were full of His life. Maybe you once felt free and were enjoying your relationship with God. But now, if you're honest, you know other things have grabbed your attention, and your heart is hardened to the joy and freshness you once felt. Or maybe you're far from God and struggling with addictive behavior or other issues. And by the way, is there really anyone who doesn't have issues? How is it that we can become content with a mediocre spiritual life? It's as if our soul itself grows dull and numb and needs to be shocked back into an awakened state. The good news is that the potential for a lasting, thriving relationship with God really is there. It just has to be awakened.